y'all, Sammy here again with 5 Points Blue, and this week we're going to do Tone It Tuesday, and it's going to be all about the thighs. So let's get going. All right, so for the first one, it's a really simple lunge. What I want you to focus on is your knee placement because it's really important to not hurt those knees or ankles. So you're going to have 90 degrees of both legs down. I want you to drive that left knee down into the ground. You're going to put your hands on your hips and you're going to pulse it for 30 seconds. So that right leg is going strong and then you're going to alternate. So I want you to come up after that 30 seconds is over and doing the left side. Drive that right knee down to the ground, make sure it's 90 degrees angle and down, down. Keep it going for 30 seconds. All right, so that's the first exercise. For the second one, we're going into squat jumps. This one is a little bit harder than normal, but you can do a modification. So we're gonna start with the regular one and then I'll show you the easier version. So for the first one, you're going to have legs out, basically about shoulder width apart, but a little bit further. You're gonna bring those toes slightly out so you're not going to hurt your knees. Down. It's kind of like a sumo squat position, but I want you to drive your hips down to the ground rather than the booty out. So you're going to go straight vertically down, have your hands together, and you're going to bring it down, lift up, jump, and land back in that same position. So you're going to keep doing this for 30 seconds as well. You're going to go down, lift up, squeeze, contract, and release. Bring it up and down, up and down. All right. And for the modification, if you're just starting out, this is a really good one to still work the booty. You're going to bring it right and then left. So what I want to see, you're going right, and then you're going to switch it left, and alternate right and left. And make sure you're still engaging that core, driving the tailbone straight down to the ground. So for the third one, we're doing the outer thigh leg lift. I want you to get down on the ground first. All right, so you're going into, it looks kind of like a fire hydrant position, I'm not gonna lie, but that's okay. We're not going to have it with the dogs today. So you're gonna bring the right knee up into basically that fire hydrant position, squeeze it back in. That's working the outer thigh for this. So this one's really hard for women. We tend to use our inner thighs more, which makes the outer thighs really needed for this. So you're going to bring it out and in, out and in. You're going to do this for 15 reps and then start with a pulse. Lift it up. It's straight horizontally out. I see a lot of mistakes sometimes where the women try to go further back, and this is improper placement, or going too far in. Make sure it's right out to the side. So you're going to do 15 and then 15 pulses and then out to the left. Same thing, alternating. Keep it going. All right, and then woo, that one's a little tough. So for the next one, we're going to do number 4, high knee runs. Ooh, this one is gonna get me out of breath. So what we're going to do, it's 30 seconds of high knee runs. What I want you to focus on is bringing that knee right up to your chest, driving it forward. This is the modification version. You can do it really fast to pick up the pace, getting the heart rate pumping, or you can do the full extension where you're running in place, lifting it up. Do this for 30 seconds, and I'm not gonna talk while I do. All right, so for the final one, for the final one, we're gonna do the leg lift tap. So you're getting back down on the ground. What really helps the heart rate pumping is when you go up and down with each exercise, so you can get that, seriously, everything working at the same time. So the last final one, we're doing same thing, hands and knees. Make sure your shoulders are right over your hands. What I want to see, you're doing a leg lift tap out. So you're going to bring that knee rotated out to the side and you're going to lift it up straight towards the back. Make sure you focus on your lower back with this and don't overextend. It's all about engaging the core, working on that lower back, stabilizing it here, and then lifting up, just using that right glute and hamstring. So you're going lift and tap, lift and tap. You're going to do this for 15 times, and then you're going to do a pulse right after. So what I want to see, you're going pulse, pulse. So you're stabilizing it, lifting. So I want you to do the same thing with the left leg as well. You're going to do a toe tap, lift, toe tap, lift. So notice how I don't overarch my back with this. You don't want to see this each time. It's all about stabilizing the core and lifting with that glute. Same thing, taps each time, and then the pulse. 15 of each. And that is how you tone up those thighs. All right, so we just finished that Tone It Tuesday thigh workout. What I want to see is you're doing these 5 exercises. So the first one is a lunge pulse. You're doing 30 seconds on each side, right and then left. You're going into the second exercise, which is squat jumps. You can do either the full version, which is the full jump, or you can do the modification where you're going step out to the side and then turning to the back and doing the left leg. And you're going to do that for 30 seconds each. And then you're going into the outer thigh leg lift, which is when you're on your hands and knees doing your right leg in. Think of it like the fire hydrant, out and in, and then you're pulsing it out. What I want to see is you're doing 15 seconds of the lift and then 15 seconds of the pulse. You're doing that to the right and then to the left. That's for a full minute for that exercise. Then you're going into high knee runs. You can do the modification where you're doing the knee into chest and walking like a full walk, or you can do the full high knee runs, which is the full version, and that's for 30 seconds. You're also going to do the final exercise, which is the leg lift tap into the leg lift pulses, where you're on your full hands and knees, going into the right leg lift and then tap for 15 seconds, and then 15 pulses to the right, and then alternating 15 and 15 to the left. And you are done with that. Get those thighs toned.